Hey guys, another boot review here for you today. I've actually, since I'm working in Colorado, and I'm not working in Missouri anymore, I bought me a pair of Western style work boots. These are Ariat, or Ariat, however you want to pronounce it. These are the Sierra boots. The model name is Sierra, and they are the Western style Sierra. So it's a pretty specific deal for you here. Overall, these boots are really comfortable. Um, they're leather. Okay, they're really nice. They're very comfortable. I can walk in them all day. I can stand in them all day. I've been wearing them for the past 2.5 months, every single day, all day, 6 days a week. So they're really nice and comfortable. Um, One thing I do want to mention though is I have a wide foot, so these are a double E, and I would probably go to a triple E if I could. Um, so they're just wider right here. That's one thing that when you're buying boots, I think you should really take the time to do, because for my entire life I didn't realize this until up until a few years ago, but I've had wide I had wide I've had wide feet, and I had been wearing regular shoes, and I never liked to wear shoes, and my feet were always, I was always uncomfortable. But I can't believe I didn't put two and two together. But I need a wide I need a wide boot or a wide shoe, so that was a revelation for me. So when you do go to the store, if you're going to go to a retail, um, or if you're going to buy them online, go to a retail establishment and have someone that knows what they're doing help you measure your foot, both the length and the width. Um, Over the past few years, my feet have actually grown, which is weird to me, um, given that I'm 26 years old. But yes, my feet have grown. Um, the biggest thing I enjoy about these boots is they are slip-on, meaning I can just slip them on in the morning and I don't have to sit down and tie my shoes. That's a huge deal to me. So I just slip these things on, and out the door I go. The next issue I want to talk about is the sole. And these are work boots. They're just a Western style work boot, meaning that these boots are not for riding horses or mules or anything like that. I don't ride horses, so if you're watching this out there and you do ride horses, you probably know what type of boots you need to wear. But these would not be the boots for riding horses. You would get caught in the stirrups maybe, and who knows what else. Um, so back to the sole. These are a work boot sole. So as you can see, they're like rubbered on the bottom. They have good grip. Um, they're really dense rubber. Um, so that means it's going to last a while. But, you know, these boots probably are not for hiking mountains or anything like that. Although you could do that, but these are great overall work boots. I work outside in them. I'm sure if you were in an inside work environment, Ariat makes a boot similar to this, that might, those electric diffusion boots or something like that, and they also make steel toe versions of these boots as well. So really substantial rubber here, um, and a nice grippy surface on most surfaces that I've encountered, including wet surfaces. So yeah, they're great. The next thing I want to talk about that I like about these boots is they have an insert with them. Um, Now this is not like a Dr. Scholl's thing. It's fairly thin. See how thin that is? But it does make a big difference. And on the back side here, this is like gel stuff. And then down here, this is a little bit more reinforced, this purplish reddish stuff. And then they also have gel on the heel here as well. Uh, and one of the other great things about this is you can take this insert out, stick it in the front pocket of your jeans or work boots or whatever, and then you put them in the washing machine. So it's a great way to wash these. You could also just wash them by hand. That would be fine too. But I really like this insert. And another great thing about these boots is over time you'll need to replace this insert, but you don't necessarily need to replace your boots, because I mean, look how thick this rubber is down here, and all on here. These boots are going to last quite a while if you take decent care of them. One other thing I'd like to mention is I don't know what the claim is in this company, if these are waterproof or not, but I've probably had water up to here, and obviously these are leather boots, so that's not a very good idea. I have not waterproofed these, I have not treated these at all, and my feet remain dry. If you're looking for a waterproof boot, see my review on the Irish Setter boot, the Choremaster boot. That is a true boot, knee-high boot that is completely waterproof. The style on these is pretty nice. I like the styling. They got some nice stitching up front here that you can't particularly see too well due to how dirty these are in the lighting conditions. There you go. Yeah, they got some stitching up there. And then, of course, they have all this fancy stitching on the side that you don't really see. Other people don't really see when you have jeans on, unless you tuck your jeans into your boots. But most people don't do that. So, and then this is a cool little detail around here that goes all the way up the boot. These little dots or whatever. So those are nice. Overall, I'd highly recommend these boots. I did have a pair of Red Wing work boots that were lace-ups that were ankle high, and I must say these are much more comfortable. These Ariats are much more comfortable than those Red Wings. Part of that is due to the fact that, like I mentioned, this is a wide shoe. The Red Wings were also wide, but I think the main thing is that these are slip-ons. So given your situation and your profession, I do a lot of ranch work, but like I said, I don't ride horses, but I do work cattle and build fence and all that kind of stuff. So these are more than adequate for that, and they're nice and tough. You know, there's a few scrapes on here, but my foot is well protected, comfortable. And I guess the biggest reason I bought these, I haven't mentioned this yet to you guys, is that I got these because they were a slip-on. And the reason for that is I didn't want my feet to get hot. And if you've worn lace-up boots outside working in the summer, you know that those boots are ridiculously hot. The main reason I got these is because of this opening, and heat can just escape and come up out of this. Also, on when you're on lunch break or whatever, I just pop my boots off and let my feet air out a little bit. I wear good quality wool socks from Smart Wool, and yeah, I'm comfortable all day. I haven't had any complaints. So I can highly recommend this boot to you. I believe it's about $130 to $140 retail. I know I paid around $120 or $130. So make sure you get measured. Make sure you try these on in a retail setting is what I would recommend. When it comes to footwear, you can buy stuff online, but I highly recommend, given the circumstances of these are the only things between your feet and the ground, that you should take the time to try them on. So, highly recommended, the Ariat work boot, Western Sierra style. Highly recommended. Thanks, guys. Take care.